Welcome everybody to episode number 63 of the COD Casuals podcast. We're your host, Mike.
I'm Justin.
Justin, it's been a long time since we've done this. We pulled a switcheroo. We pulled a fast one. It was seamless, thank God.
Yeah. Well,
explain.
Yeah, so I've been on vacation for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you've been away, bro.
Yeah, I was abroad. I was in Spain and Italy for 2 weeks, and we pounded out 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Before, so it was a good time.
Yeah, it was very weird that time. Like they've been uploading no problem as they normally do, but the last, I don't know, like you said, 3 or 4 episodes, we've just been pumping through them.
Yeah.
And we haven't done an episode now, starting on 63. Yeah, we haven't done one in 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Because the Monday before I left, we didn't need to record.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we haven't sat down and done it in 3 weeks, so it's good to be back.
Yeah,
bro.
so it was a good break from just everything.
Yeah, I had vacation, and then you had your vacation was way more exciting.
Yeah,
you were traveling, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Got
a lot of pictures. Went to the typical touristy spots.
Yeah, dude, that's still sick though, man.
It was sick.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
I went to give everyone a brief update. Went to Madrid, Valencia. And then in Italy, I went to Rome and Florence.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it was sick.
Which one do you prefer, bro? Are you more in Spain or more in Italy? Which one?
I really like Spain.
Yeah,
I mean the architecture and I really like ancient Roman history.
Yeah,
I mean I think everybody does. It's just so cool.
Right.
That was cool, the architecture and stuff. But Spain was it was so nice.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
Dude, we were talking about it last night, dude. The food, in both those countries.
Yeah.
Oh man,
dude, I was eating so much.
Yeah,
so much.
Packing on the LBs.
Yeah, so
dude.
Much food.
Well, not even because you're just walking all the time, so you're burning it off. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Do a lot of people walk around there, or do most people drive?
Most people walk.
Yeah.
And we took the metro and the bus everywhere.
Yeah.
And just walked man, we we walked a lot.
Isn't that so funny?
My poor feet.
Yeah,
man.
right there toast.
I got flat feet.
Oh man, yeah, RIP.
It sucked walking around.
Yeah.
But
it's so interesting how in those countries, I know that in general in Europe, they walk everywhere. Most of the time. Here it's the total opposite. Everybody drives everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's I would definitely say, if you guys haven't traveled, out of the country, this was my first time.
Yeah.
Actually out of the U.S. I don't count Canada.
Yeah.
It's a drive.
It's not
up.
that far, yeah.
Yeah. But, Europe is pretty similar to the U.S., but it's different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. The culture over there is different from here. And, if you guys are from, Europe, let us know, because...
Dude, that'd be wild.
Man. When I went
someone's
there,
I'm from Barcelona. I'm from Valencia.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's just so different. The people there, everybody in Spain specifically, everybody was so much nicer.
Yeah.
Than the US.
I can imagine, dude.
Yeah. The airports too, I would go in through security and stuff and they're so chill.
Yeah.
They would talk to me, they're super nice. Dude, you go through security here in the US, they hate you. They hate their life.
Are they bilingual?
Yeah. Everywhere, if you go to the big cities, they're all they know 3-4 languages. It's crazy.
That's insane.
So in Madrid, we stayed in a hotel, and the front desk lady, we had to drop off our luggage, and we were gonna go walk around, and she spoke to us in English. And then she walked us to the luggage room, and then switched to French or something. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I keep switching my language."
Yeah.
I'm no, you're fine.
Yeah. Did she greet you guys in Spanish?
Yeah.
And then she heard you guys, or you guys just said hola, and then she immediately switched to English. Is that how it went down?
Well, yeah. Usually, they start off in Spanish, unless they look at you and they think you're American.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, my girlfriend, she speaks fluent Spanish.
Right.
So I would literally walk up and just say hello.
Yeah.
I didn't even say hola.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even want to.
Yeah. There's no point.
Yeah.
Because then the next sentence, then you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
You set yourself up. Dude, it's so fun. I remember going to Canada. We go into a restaurant and they're like, bonjour. And then we're like, bonjour.
Yeah.
And they're like, how many people?
Yeah. They sweat. Dude, it's crazy.
They just, there's the way that you talk. They're like, yeah, you definitely don't speak French.
I was telling my parents too. There are a couple times in in Italy, we were like sitting and eating food, right? And there were a bunch of like other, tourists and like other people around.
Yeah.
A lot of 20-year-old, like probably around like our age, like 23, 24.
Yeah.
This group of like girls and guys that came up and like, because they heard me talk.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you from America? And they wanted to know like where I was from.
Wow.
And I was like, Boston, like Massachusetts. And they're like, oh, Boston. I was like, this is so weird.
Dude, you probably felt like a hot shot. You're like, yeah.
And they're like, we love your American accent. I'm like, this is so weird because, again, like, I don't think I have one.
Yeah.
But obviously, we do.
Yeah.
And this girl, she was like, oh, I've always wanted to visit like the U.S. Like, I want to go to New York, see the Statue of Liberty. I'm like, it's nothing special. But yeah.
But they, thing is, they probably think that about their place too.
Yeah, exactly. Because like this was in Rome. Like, we were eating, and I was like, you live next to the Colosseum.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's so much history here. I mean, there's a lot of history like in New England too. But it's because we grew up in this area.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, they just walk around that stuff all day, and they're just like, oh, yeah, it's all the tourist traps and everything.
Yeah.
But you're sitting here like, dude, the amount of history, and like, you're like, bro, I climbed that in Assassin's Creed, dog.
Exactly.
Like,
it was just funny to hear because they're like, oh, wow, like, you're from Boston.
Yeah.
Like, Boston, like, we want to visit Boston. And it's funny because everybody over there in Europe, like, they always they know L.A., Dallas, New York, and Boston.
Yeah.
Those are like the 4 cities, when they hear like Americans coming, they're like, oh, are you from like one of those cities?
Right.
And they always wear like American stuff.
Yeah.
Like I saw so many like LA Laker jerseys or like
really?
LA stuff, like New York stuff. And Allie, my girlfriend, she was like, yeah, they just wear that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the Western culture. Like,
right, coming over there.
Yeah. Because they love, I mean, the younger people, like, they love that stuff.
Yeah.
It was cool, though.
Yeah, it's cool because there's a lot of things that America does that, like, it just doesn't, like, a lot of big sports and everything. Like, if they're all Lakers fans, like, basketball's massive over there. Like, the biggest athletic player, like, or athletes in the world are all based in America. Like, they do have soccer, and they have a couple other sports, but like baseball players, basketball and football, like, or North American football, like, those are all huge people, and they're not even from our country. Like, I don't even know who these are. Like, it's like Messi to us. Like, you know what I mean, like, I think I've watched him play once.
Exactly. Like Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Like one of the guys who was like, oh, Tom Brady, right? I was like, yeah. Yeah,
you're like, he left us.
Yeah, he went to the Bucks though.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, he went to Florida. He was like, oh, Florida, like, where is that? I'm like, south of North America.
You're like, it's down there.
Yeah, down there. Yeah. But it was just so funny because I forget what the quote was, but it was like, wherever you are, like, wherever you're born, your hometown, whatever, like, it's always going to be interesting to someone else.
Yeah, 100%.
It'll always be boring to you, but to someone else, like, it's gonna be super interesting.
Yeah, and it's cool too, like, to see that they appreciate that stuff. Makes you feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like, oh man, maybe Boston, maybe Massachusetts is that, like, it gives you a second lease on it.
I mean, like, Boston's cool and stuff.
Oh,
it's just that
but you're around it your whole life.
Yeah, we're in Massachusetts all the time.
Yeah.
But no, like, seeing the Roman architecture, it was crazy, dude. Like, I took so many photos. Doesn't do any of it justice. Yeah. Like, when you're standing next to, like, the Colosseum, you can just, like, feel.
Dude, to think that people died in there.
Dude, I stood in the middle and I was looking around. I'm like, is this what athletes feel like? Except slaves and stuff were in the middle dying. Yeah. The animals.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine, like, you're standing in there and you think, dude, like, some guy thousands of years ago stood here with people, like, cheering him on as, like, a lion ripped him to shreds?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm fucked. I think about that. Like, that's so weird to me. I'm like, bro.
No, it is weird. I'm like...
And now we're out here with cameras.
Yeah.
Just like, yo, look at this.
Yeah. Like, when you're in the Coliseum, like, all the, like, seats and stuff, like, there are no seats anymore, obviously, because of the wear and tear and stuff. Mm-hmm. And, like, when Rome got taken over, like, a bunch of people, like, homeless people lived in the Coliseum, like, after Rome got taken over. Yeah. And they stole everything out of the Coliseum. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. And, like, we went underground and stuff where, like, all the slaves, like, worked.
Yeah.
And I have pictures of like the like cages where they would put the animals, and dude, they were small little like boxes, and they did that on purpose to make the animal like angry.
Yeah.
Because the tour guide that we went through, his name was Vasco. Shout out Vasco. Dude,
Vasco.
He was
the GOAT.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
He speaks like
every language.
I think like 7 or 8 languages. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But he knew so much about like everything.
That's sick.
And he was like, the animals, they would come over from like abroad.
Yeah.
Like overseas from like South America or Africa. And I think it was like 70% of them like didn't make it.
Sheesh.
Because they wouldn't feed them or anything because they wanted them like starving to enter the Coliseum.
Yeah.
And like super pissed off.
Right.
And like these cages, right? It was like basically a little square hole, and they would just throw the animal in there.
Yeah.
And when it was time, the king or whatever is like, oh, it's time for like the main event.
Yeah.
Like these slaves would have to try to take like this lion that hasn't eaten for like weeks.
Yeah.
And some of them would die and stuff because, they're trying to get it out. And they literally have to toss it in this like wooden elevator that, first of all, it's crazy that all that stuff was handmade.
Yeah.
And it's all like man-powered. And they would have to throw it inside the elevator and it start spinning the wheel and push it up, and like sand would come up, and it would be like an illusion that like, oh, the lion or whatever just popped up.
Yeah, rising from the ashes or something like that.
Yeah. And I was like, this is crazy.
Dude, I didn't know any of that. That's bro, I love that. That's wild.
Yeah. There's so like I knew stuff about like the Coliseum.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was just telling us like all these other facts. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Like the fact that it had elevators, I didn't know anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I'm like, this was a theater. Yeah. I mean, it's an amphitheater. That's what it is.
Right.
But yeah, they had like elevators all along the side, and it would raise like soldiers and stuff and animals. It was cool.
To think that they were doing stuff like that thousands of years ago. Wild.
Yeah. And to think like, dude, their mindset was just like ruthless.
Yeah.
Like people they enjoyed watching other people just get mauled by animals and killing each other.
Dude, well, it's the same thing like with dude, think about video games like in Assassin's Creed, like you go to the Coliseum, but remember in Assassin's Creed 2 when Ezio's family gets killed?
Yeah.
Like people getting hung or the guillotine. Yeah. Like people love that. Like those were spectacles. People were like, let's go watch these guys get murked.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Now, we don't obviously do that anymore.
Yeah. Psychotic.
Yeah, barbaric.
Dude. Yeah, and like the kings and stuff, they would be like, if he felt good that day, they would take the dead animal and they just throw raw meat into the crowd.
Yeah,
and people would like bring their grills or whatever and like cook there. And the whole time I was taking the tour, I was like, what do they do for bathrooms?
Yeah, right.
And I asked him the question, and he was like, finally, like someone always asks that. And he was like, I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
And then he brought us down to where the bathroom was, but this was for like all the upper class.
Right.
Like the kings and the queens and like their wives and stuff. Yeah. And it was like a shared bathroom. It's this big like box, and there was like a bench with a hole in it.
Yeah.
And you would all sit there and just talk while you're taking a shit. And there was one sponge that like you share. Yeah, wild. And there's like underneath the bench is like this like canal that just goes underneath. I'm like, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
And the lower class people like all the way up at the top, no bathrooms.
Yeah.
So like they would just shit and pee like all up there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's gross.
That's insane.
Yeah. So much history.
You never even real history.
Yeah, history.
But otherwise though, man, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah,
it's wild.
I can go on and on about it, but I'll tell you after the podcast.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk after more. But it was a long time away from doing the podcast, and it was a long time for both of us away from the sticks. I wasn't really playing as much because I was on my own vacation, just kind of taking a break. But yeah, dude, we yesterday, from when this is being filmed, we got back into playing a little bit. Thankfully, it was good that we didn't film an episode prior to leaving because, like we talked about in the previous episode, there was literally like nothing going on for news.
Yeah.
And now there's finally some stuff kind of coming out, you know? Like, for the love of God, we finally got the Season 3 pack.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to be coming out. By the time this comes out, it'll already be out.
Yep.
And yeah, dude, we're finally done with season 2.
Finally.
Oh my god, dog.
Yeah.
Had enough.
Yeah.
Had enough of it.
So April 27th is when season 3 is supposed to launch.
Yeah.
And we're, like you said, finally a new season. Yeah. We'll get into the stuff that they're adding. Like, they are adding one new thing that's exciting.
Yeah.
But, I'm just glad there's a new season, and it was good to come back and, like, get on the sticks again to play yesterday. Because, again, like, yesterday was the first time I played in, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was weird.
Yeah, dude, we hadn't done it in a long time where we hadn't... I mean, granted, I think for me it was only, 4 or 5 days I hadn't played.
Yeah.
But still, I was playing other games and stuff. You not picking up a controller for 2 weeks at all?
Yeah.
Like, no gaming? Yeah, it's weird.
If you take a break for a week, it's already weird.
Yeah. Dude, I think it's a phenomenon that most people, if you haven't experienced it, you should. The experience of fresh hands.
Yeah.
Like, your hands are totally, you've kind of almost unlearned some things. I mean, it comes back really quick, but they're just, they haven't been gripping a controller.
Oh, yeah. Dude, when I picked up my scuff, I was like, I don't feel natural.
Yeah.
Like, when I was aiming, I was like...
Yeah.
It was so weird.
Oh, yeah, dude. And you have, that... There's a little bit of nervousness that's hit you. You're like, yo, I'm shit now.
Yeah.
You're like, yo...
I have to climb back.
Yeah, you're like, yo, I'm bad.
Yeah.
I remember when I would do the same thing. I'd play, and I'm like hitting shots. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm tracing these
yeah.
people.
Yeah, there are definitely times where I shot people from mid range that I would have easily killed before.
Yeah.
And I was going
yeah, you're just you're going around them. You're like, East Top Church, and then you're shooting up in the air. I'm like, yo, you good?
I was like, East Top Church, as I got turned on so bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. So no, it's weird coming back playing, but it's fun because then you just within only a couple of games, we went and played ranked at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we ended up walked it all back from there. We were down 0-4 and then we clutched up and totally smoked them.
No, if you guys the break that I took, that 2-week break, that was much needed. I feel so refreshed now, coming back.
Yeah.
And hopping on and playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now me too.
If you guys because playing video games, it's definitely a good stress reliever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys are competitive like us, take a short break, a week or something.
Yeah.
Just play a different game.
Yeah, dude. Seriously,
dude, it feels so much better. I came back and I was like, I want to play.
Yeah, even a couple of days off, it'll help you. If you play every day, and you just take 2 or 3 days off, you know, like you said, just play another game or something.
Yeah,
it helps.
Yeah,
you weren't playing anything, and I was playing Batman, not a shooter at all.
Yeah,
I wasn't playing any shooter games.
Yeah.
So then coming back to it, I was like, whoa, dude, it's weird.
Yeah, well, we did that when how was the game? It Takes Two.
Oh yeah,
we played that for a week or something like that, and stopped playing Cold War.
Yeah,
and we came back and we were ready to play.
Oh yeah, dude. But now that we're both back and that season 3 is coming out, it's pretty cool. It's cool that they've got a bunch of new stuff in here. I mean, I'm trying to be optimistic about it.
Yeah, me too.
I think the biggest thing that came out that was kind of mind blowing was the Monarch thing, Operation Monarch.
Yeah, Operation Monarch.
Yeah, with Godzilla and King Kong.
Yeah, which is
what's going on here.
That just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
And I think it's definitely gonna be more of a Warzone event.
Yeah,
which again, we don't play Warzone, but if this is a thing, I might tune in for it. I don't know if it's going to be a whole event where they're fighting, because that'd be sick. Because in Fortnite they did that.
I think
where
so.
You could just load in and the Marshmallow concert.
Yeah.
But in this, it seems like there's going to be stages, steps, how it's going to happen.
Yeah, and I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what happens with it. Because there are also Warzone updates coming in this too. Don't really know what they are. But
no, I don't know either.
Because I've heard Warzone's dead right now.
Yeah, is this true? I don't know, because they had an event recently.
Mm-hmm.
It was some big Warzone tournament that happened with all the pros.
Yeah,
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on. It was live streamed on YouTube, dude. When I went in there, it had 8.5, 9,000 views.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Yeah, well, it's funny because like
it peaked at 15 apparently.
Yeah, it's like the CDL pros and stuff, right? And like they're if they sign like a Warzone player or whatever. But it's funny because the CDL community, us, and people watching, like we only want to watch multiplayer, competitive COD. We don't care about Warzone. Yeah. Competitive Warzone is like all on Twitch. Yeah. Like those people watch it. Yeah. So when the CDL did it, like I get why they did it, but also they did it on Rebirth Island, which isn't even the main map. Yeah. Caldera. So I tuned into it for like 5 minutes. Yeah,
I barely watched any of it. I just wasn't really interested in it at all. Yeah, because again, like we're multiplayer people. Yeah, so Warzone doesn't appeal to us. Yeah, you know what I mean.
And the like minute or two I watched, dude, it's so slow. Yeah, it's because they're all pros. They're trying to win, right? So they know they have to play really, really slow. Yeah, and if you guys play multiplayer, which I'm assuming you guys do, right? We're constant action. Yeah. People are like getting traded, like running into hills like all the time. Yeah. And in Warzone, it's just so slow.
Yeah, and it's two totally different games, like we've talked about that before. The fact that they get lumped in the same thing is weird. Yeah. Because you don't play them the same at all.
Yeah. And like the whole the event was cool. Like I'm glad like it's cool that they did it. But like the guys playing it were CDL pros, right? But they're Warzone pros. They're categorized as Warzone pros, which I will say, like, I'm sure they're really good, but they would get absolutely destroyed by CDL players.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Absolutely destroyed. Like, if CDL players put in the time to play Warzone, they would destroy these so-called Warzone pros.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt they would. Because it's, at the end of the day, like, playing in the CDL is for sure the hardest thing that you can do. Yeah. And, like, it takes the most skill. Yeah. You can learn how to play Warzone pretty quickly. Yeah. Yeah. The other way around, it's not. Like, you can't be a Warzone person and just really pick up how to play in the CDL.
Yeah, because it's still COD at the end of the day. And CDL players, they're the best COD players in the world. Yeah. So, but... yeah, so I mean, they're updating Warzone, that whole King Kong versus Godzilla thing.
Yeah, they've got a lot of potential with it, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Maybe a new map. They're gonna destroy like parts of the map or something.
Yeah, and like I'm looking at some of the things, like they've got some new point of interest and stuff. Like whatever, it's not really my thing.
Yeah, but for the people that do care about that, it comes out May 11th. Oh, yeah, that's when like the event like starts, which kind of seems like they're not going to destroy the map right away. That's why I'm like, I think they're going to do it in like steps. Yeah. So
it'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, maybe the battle will like keep going on between King Kong and Godzilla, and then it'll constantly be changing the map depending on when you jump in.
Can you imagine like you're jumping in and King Kong and Godzilla, they're just fighting. Meanwhile, you're trying to win.
Well, yeah, I was thinking because, it would remind me of that, what was it? What was that map? Was it in Black Ops 2? The one that it had the robot that was just like walking around all the time. Was it Die Machine?
Zombies?
Yeah. Is that what it was? Yeah. What was that map where it was it wasn't
it
wasn't Die Machine.
Those are Origins.
Was it Origins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up right now.
Was it Black Ops 2 or was it BO3?
I think I'm not too sure. Zombies Origins map. Let's see what this was. Of course, they don't show a photo of it. I'm pretty sure you're right, though, that's what it was. And it was... what are they saying it's in here for? They're saying it's in Black Ops 2. Yeah. Yeah, that map.
Yeah.
The one that we're... yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine it would be. Mm-hmm. For those who like don't remember that map, it was like the darker... well, it was like a dark map all in the trenches. Mm-hmm. And then they had that giant robot or whatever, and he was just walking around. I think he could kill you, like, by stepping on you. Yeah. It'd be cool if you're just playing Warzone and like wherever they are, they're just battling like throughout, and they like throw each other and they land down in certain spots and they kill people. That'd be pretty wild.
That'd be cool. Or if it like, I don't know what they're gonna do. I hope it's like an event where like you spawn in and like you can't kill each other and you literally watch them fight.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
And destroy the map, and then that's like the new map.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like you're just like you're in the planes. Like when you're taking, they're just flying around and you're just watching it happen.
Yeah, and you can't like kill anyone.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
That'd be really cool to watch.
But yeah, that's more or less like on the Warzone side. which I'll check out if it is really cool and it's something worthwhile checking out. If not, then it might just fall by the wayside. But no, we're more interested in the multiplayer bro.
Stuff. Yep.
Thank God. So you got some of the stuff on the multiplayer?
Yeah. So 2 new maps, and of course, only one's going to be at launch.
Yeah. Right.
So the 2 new maps are Mayhem and Sphere, which I'm all in for new maps, right?
Yeah.
Like, give me some new maps because the Control ones, like, they're getting stale.
Yeah.
We've been playing them for a while. Side note, did you see that they're adding Berlin Control into the rotation?
Oh, into the CDL?
Yeah, the CDL.
I saw that they were talking about that.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't know that they officially did it.
They confirmed it today.
Thank God.
So, another map.
Yeah.
Another mode.
Yeah, exactly. If you're watching the CDL, you know that there's it's pretty slim pickings when it comes to maps and stuff.
Yeah.
So now they got that in there, thank God.
So, some variety.
Yeah.
But for pubs, Mayhem and Sphere's supposed to come mid-season.
Okay.
And I mean, I've looked up some pictures of Mayhem and Sphere. I'm excited. Any new maps are good. Hopefully they're not really bad maps.
Yeah.
We hate playing them, but
dude, it's so funny from these photos that you get. You don't I remember in season 2, you kind of got an idea. Mm-hmm. Dude, this I have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know what the setting of the map is. Mm-hmm. Mayhem, it's just one building. Are they? Can you imagine if that's the whole map? It's just in that one tower.
Yeah.
It's tilted towers.
Yeah.
But it's just a tower.
I don't know. I don't know if this is supposed to be a big map or a small map.
I got no idea.
Medium map. So, but new maps are nice. But I will say, come on, we waited till the whole season and we get two maps.
Yeah.
So how long is this season? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I heard rumors too that they're only going to do 6 seasons. I think instead of 7, or it might be the other way around, 5 instead of 6.
Yep.
Because in Cold War, I think they did 7, right?
I think so. I think there were 7 seasons in Cold War.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've heard rumors. We've talked about it, other maps being remastered too, USS Texas.
Yeah.
Which, again, not a fan of that map, but is that map ever going to come?
Yeah, well, that's the thing that I don't really get. I can't really find it. I think you're right, though. I think it was 7 seasons. With all these maps coming out, because I remember prior to the game being launched, they talked about all those different maps, from World at War and from, the Black Ops and World War II.
Yeah.
But then they only show these 2 maps, and one of them is in season. It seemed like they had way more maps coming than what is actually being presented at the moment. I mean, maybe the map just works out and that's how it's going to come. They're just going to do those 2 maps every time.
Yeah.
For season 3, now we got 4, 5, and then 6. Mm-hmm. Say that, they do 3 more seasons. That's 6 more maps.
Yeah. And maybe they're saving them for the end because people are going to start trickling off.
Yeah.
And
maybe they just got a god tier strat.
Yeah,
I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't believe either. Give us some maps.
Yeah,
what? How many remastered maps are in this game right now?
Remastered. What? 2. Well, there's Castle. Then there's Dome. I was gonna say I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that are remastered maps. I don't think so.
Yeah, those came at launch.
Shipyard, right? I guess, or was it not Shipyard? Yeah, Shipyard. Shipment. Sorry, Shipment.
Yeah, whatever.
I guess if you want to call it that.
Is it Chip House?
No, that's Das House.
Oh, that's Das House. Okay.
Yeah, Sheep House.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Whichever, that map that we never see in rotation, but 2 maps that have not been recycled through all the CODs like Shipment has. Yeah, it's just those 2.
Yeah, and those came at launch.
Yeah, I think so. Yes. No, not Dome.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Dome did. I think that came in later.
Radar. That was Dome from MW3.
Yeah.
That came too. So 3.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're right. No, I was thinking of the other Dome. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah. Because it was called Dome. Dude, that's so fucking stupid. Yeah, it was called Dome in the other game. So, no, it's 3 maps.
Yeah.
But I remember them seeing, you said about USS Texas, which I don't know if that was ever confirmed.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple of maps from World at War. There was one in particular. I can't remember the name of it. So I don't know.
I swear, I thought I saw a picture of Activision tweeting out USS Texas.
Yeah,
maybe I just saw it on some fake page or something.
Yeah. But overall, like adding in 2 new maps again, it's good. I always like having more maps because they could turn out to be great. You know, there's a few of those maps that came out in Cold War that were great.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So I can't knock them, but it's always good to have a few more. I just wish there was more maps that they would give.
Yeah,
because
me too.
Yeah, because the rest of it, like the top part of the whole bundle that they have, like they've got the new weapons, which I don't really know much. Like, I don't know, these new weapons. Thankfully, they don't seem to have as much of an impact. Like they did in Cold War.
Yeah, thankfully.
You know, well, yeah, exactly, which is great.
Yeah,
because the guns that they've added in so far, they've been okay, but there's never been one that's really busted that changes the course of the game.
Yeah, like everybody's still using like the main weapons.
Yeah.
MP40, Automaton, STG.
Yeah,
you know.
So they've got like what the M19 or M1916
marksman rifle.
Yeah, and then they've got an assault rifle.
Yeah.
So,
and then I like how it's just a sledgehammer, but they call it the junkyard jet.
Yeah, who even knows?
Melee weapon.
Yeah, like,
it's a sledgehammer.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah,
it's gonna be some guy who's gonna be trolling me. You know, he's gonna be running around with that.
Yeah,
and then there's a bunch of mastercrafts and stuff that I don't even. I guess those are gonna be in the season pass. I don't know how those work. Do you know?
So the weapon, I'm pretty sure all that stuff's in the season pass. The weapons like are in the season pass for sure. You unlock them at like
whatever
tier 15 and like tier 30 or something like that. And then we're getting 3 new operators, which I'm assuming we're gonna get 1 for free, and then the other 2 you're gonna have to buy.
Yeah.
So
stupid.
Yeah, like I'm not buying them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think every time with the seasons, if there's something I'm going to complain about, before they add in the one thing we'll end up talking about for the rest of it. Yeah, which this is like the big thing with this season. With the operators, I mean, you mentioned it before, dude. This always falls flat for me.
Yeah, me too.
It's a cool thing. Like, I would want this, and they could do so much with it.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to play with any of these people.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be so much better if you could have, like... I know they're trying to implement, like, outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
But it'd be way cooler if every single operator, like, had a unique, like, outfit.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't have to pay, like, $50 for, like... an outfit.
Yeah, right. Well, dude, going off that, I got the Snoop one.
Yeah,
like, I was talking about that, dude. It was what was it? I think it was 2,500 COD points.
Yeah. So what? That's like, is that $20 or $25?
Yeah, $25.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and the only thing, like, I mean, you get some cool things with it, but dude, it's like, to me, I would say that's the only one that would be kind of worth it because of how cool it is.
Yeah, because
it's
Snoop
fucking
Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and you get everything else with it.
Yeah.
But dude, any of the other ones, really, you're gonna charge me $20 for that?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Come on.
It's like Snoop Dogg. Like, I get it because it's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, it transcends
the game. If they added like Terminator.
Yeah.
You know, or like Captain, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get it. But these guys, like, they look cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would use these operators, but I don't want to spend $20.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to spend the money on them, and then they also don't have. I mean, I don't think with most of them, there's nothing really unique about them. It doesn't, you know, anything that's unique that you have to that you can earn. You know, like everything that's unique about them, you have to buy.
Yeah, exactly.
Which just feeds into that whole cycle of like, I can't stand that with it, where you have to spend money to like get something that you want in the game. There's no way to earn it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, man, $20 like that's a lot, dude. For you get skin, a couple stickers, and like a mastercraft weapon, or no, a blueprint weapon, and it's probably for a weapon that you might not even use.
Yeah,
you know? Like I don't get the blueprints because it'd be so much better if you could use those for like other weapons. The camos, I'll say, right?
Yeah,
because like you're at a disadvantage if you're not using the MP40 or automaton, right?
Yeah,
and I'm not saying like everybody uses those guns, but like if you have a blueprint for like the Sten, that sub, like you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So
no, you totally are. So I don't know. It's just gonna be. I think that stuff's just gonna kind of go over us. I'm not really excited about it too much.
Yeah.
And then there were some things as well about zombies in there, I believe.
Yeah.
I had heard that they were going to be going back, like, or at least adding in a mode for traditional zombies at some point.
Yeah.
I don't ever believe this stuff just because we've been lied to so many times.
I saw that too. I think Treyarch tweeted it.
Yeah.
Like, so they said they're working on it. I don't know when that's coming out.
Yeah, for
right?
this game, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or are they just saying that for the next game?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so, like, the new updates coming in, like, I think there's 20 new, like, missions or whatever that you can do.
Yeah.
To unlock stuff. And, like, we're not going to do it.
Right.
So, like, I feel bad for the zombies community.
Yeah.
Because they're, like, shit out of luck this year.
Yeah, dude. Like, this whole year, they're just toast. They're not even going to bother playing it.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I would not play it. You know, if I was a zombies person.
Yeah.
Dude, so I know going back, like, looking at that building or that one map. What was the name of it? The one with the giant tower in the middle? Dude, that looks wild. It looks like it's some sort of set. And it's like you're massive. You know what I mean?
Oh, Mayhem?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
It looks so weird.
I read a description about it. Like, I don't remember it.
Yeah.
But
it looks way different. It doesn't seem like it's a battle in the building.
Maybe you're in, like, a movie set.
That's what, yeah, exactly.
Oh, that would make sense if you're in a movie set because of the King Kong Godzilla thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's how, like, they filmed it back in the day.
Yeah. That's what it seems like. They're making, like, the buildings are small, but, like, it makes the characters look massive.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it seems to be. Which I don't know how that'll work out.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but nevertheless,
imagine it's like
it's just like you just level the entire time.
Yeah, you're you're holding a heady over a building.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
You can just see everyone.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. Yeah, and then what are you gonna do when you're gonna like bust through breakables? It's just gonna be buildings.
Yeah,
yeah.
You're essentially King Kong or Godzilla.
Yeah. That's what they'll do in the 1v1s.
Yeah,
the duo. Gulags. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The duos.
There is a new gulag.
Oh, nice.
Which cool,
legendary. Yeah, can't wait.
I wonder, like, dude. Speaking of, like, side note, like Champ Hill, like we haven't played it in a while.
Long time.
But duos is gone, by the way.
Yeah. You just had that in there. I saw that. I saw that last night. I said, of course.
I'm surprised. Like they haven't like added any new maps, and it doesn't seem like they're gonna add any.
Yeah.
That sucks. Because, like you said, like this was their game mode. Like they hyped it up so much.
Yeah.
Why aren't they updating?
Yeah, this was what the whole alpha was based around.
Yeah.
Was it the alpha or the beta?
The alpha.
Yeah. They hyped it around, and now they've just been like, oh yeah, we're just gonna be playing around with removing and adding and removing and adding duos, trios.
They're not even like updating.
And they're not expanding on it.
They're not even updating like the class setups. Mm-hmm. Like it's still all the same gun. So one time that they changed it was the rocket launcher one. That sucked.
Yeah, that was just like it was a gag.
Yeah. For like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, they did that, and then they had something with the with Valentine's Day where they did like some love thing.
Yeah,
that was stupid too.
Yeah,
I mean, just like it's cool, but it's not. It doesn't really bring it. It's just like a little, like I said, it's a little gag.
Yeah,
like
little gag. Yeah,
but
we appreciate it, but it doesn't. Like, so how long has the game been out? It came out in October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're over 5 months, 6 months into it, and there hasn't been not a new rotation of guns added in.
Yeah.
No new maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the core of the game is fine. Just like you got to update it with new shit, and they haven't done that, and it sucks.
Yeah. It seems like there's a theme with Vanguard. So it seems like Vanguard's just been so broken like this entire year. It's either been broken or not updated.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been more not updated.
Yeah, because I will say, like, you and I, like, we're troopers. Like we truly just love COD, and we go on and play because we actually enjoy playing COD.
Yeah.
But, like, dude, most people, they've already signed off, like, after December.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're never going to play this game again.
Yeah, and it sucks because there's not a lot of things that have come, or they come very late, and it's like, it's the whole idea of too little, too late.
Yeah.
Like before we filmed, we were talking about No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
That game came up, or Fallout. Like those games now are like, I know at least with No Man's Sky, it's got a lot more stuff in it. Like it's a good game, but it was so bad in the beginning, or it was such a letdown that you lost so many people. And Vanguard, like, I mean, COD's always going to bring in people.
Yeah.
But when they have that lack of updating and everything, it just goes downhill.
Yeah, and Season 2 was forever.
Yeah.
I think it got updated, it was February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So, and we're getting an update in April 27th.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's 2 months. Yeah. So it's thankfully this season is coming, and it's only again 2 days from now. The big thing though that came with this, which I guess we can probably talk and end up wrapping up on, which is controversial in the pro scene and for us too, in just casual multiplayer.
Yeah,
it's going to be big in casual play, in rank play, and then also in the CDL, is the new field upgrade.
Yep.
Which is the trophy system.
The trophy system.
Yeah, and if for people who don't know what the trophy system is, it's basically just a device. You throw it out wherever, and then if people throw nades at you, what it does is it shoots the nades out, like it explodes them, and they don't do any damage. So it literally just makes any nade or stun that you throw worthless.
Yeah.
So and it lasts for a certain amount too.
Yeah. So any like nades, stuns, flashes, like, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It'll negate and block.
Yeah.
And eventually, like we don't know how it's gonna work, but in Cold War, dude, the trophy systems were like elite. I think it took like 4 hits for it to destroy.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're gonna like make it in this game.
Yeah.
But so like I think in a few episodes ago, like I was talking about a trophy system. Mm-hmm. And I wanted one in, which like I'm still happy about, like in pubs.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be good in pubs.
Yeah, it definitely will be.
Because, man, you get naded. If you don't run fortified, you're naded, you're toast. Getting stunned, like, all the time.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So it's nice that we have a trophy system now for that. And for control, too, like when we're playing pubs.
Yeah. So that's the thing, like, from our angle, I think it's good. Yeah. Like, I'm excited that they're going to have it for pubs.
Yeah.
Because of all those reasons, like especially some maps like Das House, like whenever you get thrown into these where it's just nade spams and thermite grenades and it's chaos.
Yeah,
it can suck. Mm-hmm. But then when you shift into rank play,
our competitive side,
that's where it gets really dicey.
Yeah, because like I think we've talked about it. Like, and if you guys play ranked, like there are certain hills on this game. They're very hard to break. And breaking hills in this game like can be really hard.
Yeah.
Very, very hard.
Yeah.
And like specifically like Gavutu, P3, like where you're on that beach, like where the tank is, that's a very, very hard hill to break with just guns. And a lot of people, like I mean us included, like we break them using stuns and grenades.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe you get like a god nade and you like get a 2-piece on it and then it's broken, right?
Yeah.
And spawns flip. But now you got trophies, right? And we don't know how long, how many nades or stuns it takes to like destroy one.
Yeah.
But dude, imagine if like 2 people ran trophies.
Yeah.
And say if it is like 4 max, like in Cold War.
Yeah.
That's 8 hits it takes for it to destroy.
Yeah.
You're like, they're gonna be like full 60 seconds that you just hold.
Yeah, which is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Like. Now in competitive play, like in the CDL, this isn't really going to be as much of an issue because they have those rules where only one person can run a trophy system.
Yeah,
you know, because then it would just be it wouldn't be fun to watch if it wasn't the case. But the problem is that stuff that they do in the CDL doesn't always translate over.
Yeah,
most of the time it doesn't translate over. Like these things that are added into the game, like we've mentioned before, called Gentleman's Agreement or GA. Those things aren't added into rank play.
Yeah.
So there's nobody that'll stop you if you're all running trophy systems. You could all do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Which, you know, is like, so how the CDL comes up with the rule set, like when the game launches, the CDL already has like their official rule set.
Yep.
And that's what's like implemented into the game and in ranked. And then the pros will go in and figure out like what's overpowered and what's not, and that's what they'll like GA. They vote on it, right? But in ranked, it's like you can follow the GAs and try to be like, you know, we're trying to be like the pros, but, you know, because we want to be fair. But that's not the case for the majority of people.
Yeah.
Because I like the F8 stabilizer for the MP40, that's GA'd.
Yeah.
Like, I run that in ranked all the time.
Yeah, and tons of people do.
And you have to. And like at our rank, like it's not like, you know, where we are right now. Before, like I didn't run the F8 because a lot of people in the lower tiers, like they didn't run it.
Yeah.
But now as the higher you go up, like people are trying to win.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't use that, you're at a disadvantage no matter what.
Yeah, it's funny how in rank play it shifts. Like when you're really low, there's like the casual people who are good.
Yeah.
Then you get into like R tier where people they know what's good.
Yeah.
And then there's some like who know that's good and they don't use it because it is G8.
Yeah.
And then you get to the elites.
Yeah.
And like the challenger, like obviously those psycho players.
Yeah.
And they don't use that stuff because it's G8.
Yeah.
Strictly because of that. Because they follow it that intently that they know like, I don't use this and I don't use that.
Yeah. But we're in the area where it's like mixy and people are going to do like they're going to break GAs and do whatever to win.
Yeah, the people that we play.
Yeah. And like I mean we have to.
Yeah.
If we want to stand a chance.
Yeah.
And people are going to be like, "Oh, just play better." Well, I don't want to be at a disadvantage, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cuz with the F8 stabilizer, I'm sure like there's a difference.
Oh yeah, massive.
There's a difference of like how fast you can kill someone.
Yeah, no, there's 100% a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be like that with the trophies too. If you have 4 guys who are all running trophies, I mean that wouldn't make totals. Actually, I don't even know. It's a field upgrade, so I don't know. Instead of using dead silence.
Yeah.
Like you don't need dead silence when you're playing hardpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
Or control.
Yeah.
So you might have all 4 people running trophies, and there's nothing in the game that's stopping that, which is crazy.
Yeah, and if you solo queue too, like you're not all communicating. Like well, let's just call it how it is. Like you and I, like we're not communicating with everyone. Like, oh, let's run this. You run sub.
Yeah, no. No, we're not
like,
that intense.
Yeah, Bokage, like dude, some people like there are times where we've loaded in. It's 4 subs. Everyone's going rogue.
Yeah,
and I'm like, all right, I'll try to slow it down with the AR, and I just sit back, and I'm literally just sitting there, and all you guys are just getting kills. I'm like, well, this is boring now because you guys are getting kills.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, imagine 4 trophies, which that would be impossible. Like if you have a good team and you have 4 trophies, that'd be impossible to break out.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would ruin the game. It would be game breaking.
Yeah.
Unless they do something. So that was an interesting thing that they added into the season. They kind of threw this in like last minute, but it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because people have wanted this from the beginning and it hasn't come in.
Yeah.
And now it's coming in and people are saying, it's a little too little too late.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of all the other rules that have been set up. So I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
With pubs. But beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it plays out. Because, I mean, if... Like, say the field upgrade, like, you can only load in once with it.
That is
true. Like, it takes that long to regen.
Yeah.
Then it wouldn't be as bad. But, man, like, I was texting you, like, earlier about, like, certain hills that are already hard to break, like the Gavutsu one.
Yeah.
Control point B on Tuscan. Like, trying to break that hill.
Yeah.
Like, most people break that hill by throwing nades and stuns.
Yeah.
And imagine if you had, like, 4 trophies there.
Yeah, it would make no sense. Yeah, I think though, like with the timer, like hopefully the timer's pretty slow.
Yeah.
So that could help even it out. But still, man, you're gonna have some hills that are just gonna be brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully with the regen for that, it's only like you only get like twice in a whole game.
Yeah.
Which I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Because Dead Silence you can get it like a few times in the game. It regens pretty quick. But yeah, if you get it like faster than that, that'd be
or you're thinking about it too. If you got 4 people running and 2 people like they're coordinating it, dude, that could be chaotic.
Yeah, exactly.
2 people on the hill and then they just sort of like they'll rotate and make sure they know which hills to be. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
it
they're like, I got trophy, I'll throw mine, save yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
While it rebuilds and then they just keep cycling through them.
Yeah, or like in S&D, like there's 30 seconds left on the clock and like you have to defuse and like. Everyone's like, all right, let's just wait. Let's have the trophy regen a little bit. And then you defuse. Like, just stuff like that.
Which they used to do that back in like the other older CODs with like specialists and stuff like that. They would let them build up,
Yeah.
But in this...
if like the regen time is like that important and the trophies like make that much of a difference, I definitely can see that happening.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll provide you guys our feedback after.
Yeah, once we're playing with
ranked play.
Yeah, once we're playing in ranked play with it, and then when the CDL comes back, which is I think in 20 years, when that comes back, since they're on like a month off, when that comes back, it'll be interesting to see how that is.
We can touch up on that and like wrap it up there.
Yeah,
end it on some CDL news.
Yeah, which the CDL's just been on hiatus.
Yeah, so this year, like since the CDL is still like pretty new, like they try out new formats every year, which we both understand. But this year they're doing a 1 month break between like halfway through the season.
Yeah,
which is like, dude, it's crazy to me that it's only been 2 majors. Yeah, and now we have a month break, and it's about to be May.
Yeah,
and
it feels very weird.
Like there hasn't been that much stuff. Like,
no, during this whole month it's been pretty quiet. There's been some teams have been doing trials.
Yeah, to
try to see who's going to replace them. I think, as far as we know, it's just 2 teams that are doing that.
Yeah, they're just switching out players basically.
Yeah,
and like this 1 month break is just it's so long for us.
Yeah,
and like every viewer. For the pros, like I don't know, maybe they hate it. There's probably a mix that hate it and like it.
Yeah,
because they do get a break and they get to like try out new stuff, test stuff out.
Yeah.
But the break for us, like next week or no, 2 weeks, there's gonna be the Pro Am, Pro Am, whatever, and it's gonna be pro teams against like amateur teams,
which would be cool.
That's cool to watch, right?
But that's about it.
Yeah, and then after that, like qualifiers. So again, it's gonna be like a whole month. It's just it's so long.
Yeah, it feels very dragged out.
Yeah.
With all the breaks and stuff that they have right now.
Yeah.
And especially like that combined with the lack of updates we've had for our Vanguard experience. Yeah, it's felt pretty sluggish, but
yeah.
But going into the next stage, we'll probably see some new teams and some new faces on the teams.
Yeah.
So it'll be exciting to see that all happen. But,
yeah, definitely.
But it's been quiet though.
Stage 3, yeah, and like the pro-am, like that's a cool idea, pros against amateurs. But like, I can only see it being like super insane if like an amateur team beats a pro team, right? Yeah. But then it's always gonna be like, oh well, the pro team, like they weren't trying that hard. Yeah, it's like it doesn't mean anything to them. Like they don't lose points, they don't win points, and they don't win any money. Or anything. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
Imagine like an amateur team, like they beat Optic. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Like clearly they weren't trying.
Yeah.
They'd
have to make it for money. Can you imagine that they made it for a spot?
That'd be cool.
That'd be wild.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
If you can beat a certain number of like pro teams, you get a spot.
Yeah. They immediately just get rid of a player.
Like, that'd be cool to watch.
The teams have to pick you up.
Yeah. That'd be cool to watch.
Yeah. That'd be sick. It'd be a gauntlet.
Yeah, it would be. That'd be really cool to watch. They should do that.
They won't do that though.
Yeah.
There's too much.
That was basically like pool play, like at like LANs and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that.
No, they won't do it. But it's a cool idea. Maybe down the line.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, who knows?
But
and then another thing too. Some Major 4 got announced for New York subliners.
Yes, sir.
And Boston, they're actually pairing up with them and doing like a challengers like
East
event.
Coast combined.
But I thought we hated New York, so I don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we were joining up, and I was just kind of like, I like it because it's good for the scene, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, what's this rivalry?
Yeah, we were supposed to hate each other.
Yeah, I was like, we don't do anything with them.
Yeah, but so
it is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. So they're holding like a Challengers Cup. I think it's July 8th that weekend.
Yeah,
and then the week after that is Stage 4.
Yeah,
and we're gonna be going to that. We're gonna get tickets whenever they get announced. So you guys got to let us know. Like if people go, let us know.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
That'd be so cool.
As it gets closer and closer, we'll be giving out more information on it. But we're 100% going to the New York event.
Because there are people that like have like talked to us on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
Favorited and like they're from Massachusetts. They're from the Foxborough area.
Yeah, so they should go.
Yeah, like you guys go. Like let us know.
Yeah,
we can meet up over there and like talk and stuff.
Oh yeah, it'd be lit.
Because I'm super excited.
Oh yeah,
our first major.
Yeah, seriously,
first time going to a COD event.
Yeah, I was gonna say first COD event ever.
Yeah,
it's gonna be super cool.
They pushed it a week behind, which I thought was like I don't know why they did that, but the subliners announced it. I was like, wait, this is a wrong weekend.
Yeah,
I checked the CDL website. They didn't update it.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, so what is
the actual date? Yeah, that's where the confusion leads in.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm glad the subliners like announced it now, so everybody can like get their time off, whatever, to go.
Yeah.
But man, I'm hyped for it.
Oh yeah, me too.
July is gonna come quick.
Yeah, dude, it's not that far away.
Yeah.
It's only a couple months. It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, because it's April 20. Is it 25th right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week's May.
Yeah.
Like It's gonna go by quick.
Yeah, and we're gonna be in New York screaming our heads off, screaming for Boston.
Yeah,
and then booing New York in their home place.
Dude, imagine Boston winning.
Oh, bro, that'd be legendary.
Winning a major in New York. Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I don't think New York right now has the ability to do it, but who knows? In the amount of months that they've got, they could just all of a sudden turn it around.
Yeah. And, Boston, from what we've seen, they can win.
They can, yeah.
They can win.
That's the
Just
thing.
don't choke.
Yeah.
Just don't choke. They can win, though, if everything falls into place for them, which, it basically did, but no one was stopping, the Gorillas.
Yeah.
That event, so.
Yeah. It could happen. There's always a possibility.
And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in New York in front of all the fans.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be there in the breach crowd.
The storyline of the century.
You guys suck.
That'd be
at the fans.
That'd be a next level storyline if that happens.
Yeah.
And we'll be there for it.
Exactly. So if you guys are going, let us know.
Yeah.
Because, we're going to buy tickets as soon as they're announced.
We'll be chilling VIP.
Oh, yeah.
100%. But did you have anything else you wanted to touch on before we wrap it up?
No, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, we did. We got so the season 3 wrap up, and then the rest of the CDL league, the trophy system. Again, let us know what you think down in the comments. If you're on YouTube right now, go down below, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and then let us know what you think as well. Going on Twitter at the COD Casuals, since we're always there.
Yep.
And yeah, give us your thoughts. If you disagree, agree, what you think about the whole season altogether regarding on Warzone or multiplayer. And yeah, again, it's all the podcast episodes are at anchor.fm if you want to go find us on any of the platforms. Since we're on all of them.
Yeah.
And again, our socials are linked there too, so make sure go follow, support. It means a lot to us. All right?
Yeah, exactly.
So perfect. So this is episode 63 of the COD Casuals podcast. We're your host, Mike.
I'm Justin.
And we will see you in episode 64. Take it easy.
See ya.